I chose to live this life, y'all. So when I come here to talk to y'all, I'm telling you, what I say is the authority. I'm not trying to hear nothing else, because nobody else ain't go back there and shoot a nigga back 6 feet. I'ma catch you real brutal. Make sure I snap your neck too. Nobody else wasn't even attempting to do that. They just was listening to it. So once I start talking, I don't want to hear no back and forth from none of y'all in the comments or none of that. I don't want to hear no back and forth. I want to hear, give me an S. S, you got your S, you got your S. Give me a T. T, you got your T. I want to hear cheerleading. I don't want no back and forth. This is my life, y'all. So listen, in my first story here, when I was talking about RZA or whatever, and I get back to that, yo, U-Guard, I'm coming for you next, baby. I got you next, Huey. I got you next. I might even get into a little bit of it now. But when I was talking about getting the chain from RZA's brother, right? I made a big mistake. Yeah, I get beside myself sometime. I wouldn't have took that chain from Ghost either. I wouldn't have been able to take nothing from Ghost when Shank was there. And yo, Ghost, I apologize for even being prideful. I just got beside myself in the heat of the moment. But it's no way, and we all know that. We all know, Ghost, I wouldn't have took no shit from you. We know I wouldn't have tried no shit like that, Ghost. I apologize for even saying some shit like that. Everybody else, even those who are my family, I was hungry. I figured y'all would have forgave me. Because Smurf is not a gangster.
Huh?
Nah, Smurf is not a gangster. Smurf is not gangster. Smurf is a thug at best and a local to boot, right? So it was a time when I thought Smurf was a gangster. I actually saluted him until I started watching his interviews lately and doing my little homework before I come and sit down in places like this and stuff like that might come up. Mm-hmm. So overall, Smurf is a Southside Queens thug. It's a difference between a thug and a gangster. Big, big difference. Big, great difference between a thug and a gangster.
I don't know, man. I give it up to Smurf, man. I think Smurf is gangster. Definitely. Hands down. I mean, I'm from the outside looking in, and it's what I heard, you know.
So this is where, and you know, I talk to people from Southside.
Okay.
So if you want to talk about a Southside gangster,
mm-hmm.
you bring up Ice.
Mm.
You bring up TKO. You bring up Man. That's Southside. But Queens, you want to go into the bridge, you're gonna bring up Ty. You're gonna bring up QB Ty. What's his movie called? Equal Standards with Ice-T. You're going to bring up that dude, Ty. You're going to bring up Lakey. Mm-hmm. But Smurf is a Southside thug. And I'm explaining to you the difference why I deem Smurf a thug and not a gangster, mm-hmm. right? Mm-hmm. First of all, gangsters have to use a lot of this, right? Thugs could be loud and you could be all of that, right? But a gangster, you got to use this. That dude never used that really. Smurf, the reason, yo, Smurf, if you see this, yo, I'm ST, 2001, right? 2001, 2002, the latest, Great Adventures, right? Six Flags Great Adventures in Jersey. 112 was there performing Peaches and Cream. My little man put you on your front pockets. My little man knocked you out for the same shit that you always do. Too much. Thugs could do too much. Gangsters don't do too much. Gangsters do what they need to do. They do enough. Now, Smurf always loud and bringing something on that he's not built for, right? So this is why, regardless to what you, let me ask, how many bids you did, brother?
None.
Your word don't count. Whatever you say is null and void, nigga. Nothing. It means nothing. You supposed to be a gangster, nigga. You been up north on that count. Yo, Smurf, every time you was up north, you did some bitch shit, nigga. Every time you was up north, you did some bitch shit. Some sucker shit, right? And what I mean by that is, yo, bro, I have been in situations with gangsters. Mm-hmm. You hear me? And I done came up in the yard with these, for instance, Robo Just. Big up to Maserati Fox. Maserati Fox and I was in Bear Hill together. even though we never interacted with each other. That's a real gangster. You mentioned Fox. You can't mention Smurf with gangsters, bro. Why? The main reason is because when another man stepped to him, gangster to gangster, you hear me? You and I, gangsters. Smurf always folded, and he admits this himself. This is why I lost all respect for your gangster and just give you a local thug, and you are super local.
But what was the situation, though?
Hold the tail. Let me fuck this cow. I got you, right? So now he had a situation with somebody from out of South Side. Only thing you gotta do is watch his interviews. He admit this. And a nigga pressed him, man to man. So let me explain to you. I'm gonna keep it on the eye first. I have been in situations where I'm in the yard, 2 soap dishes, 2 light to fight, 2 thin to win, right? And I'm in the yard now. Ain't nowhere to run now. Ain't no guns, nigga. Most you could get you is a knife or, ain't no guns. Smurf, you a gun dude, nigga. You not a gangster. So anyway, so now I'm in the yard, right? And I see a worthy opponent. And when I step in, when this man, because the way it's set up, dudes is going to arrange for y'all to talk together. Or y'all to do whatever the hell y'all going to do. You know what I've had to look people in their face and tell them? Yo, bro, I'm not built like you right now. You got it. I'm not built like you right now, bro. You got it. Now, my thing is this. Whatever you want to do, we can still do that. Whatever you want to do, we could do that. But I would appreciate if you spare me right now. And any time that I ended up in a stronger situation, I would spare you in kind. Yo, you got it, bro. You got it, bro. It ain't no sense for us to each up north, man. People gonna get hurt behind one incident. That's just the way it. Yo, listen, brother. I've even asked, yo, spare me, bro. I know I could get crazy with you right now, bro. Spare me. And if the shoe ever falls on the other foot, I'll spare you. That's gangster. That's gangster. Thug shit is, nah, bro, that shit ain't about nothing. Let's squash it. You heard, so I squashed it. You heard. You pussy, my man. You pussy. You squash it, and then when he get his mans up and he get his team strong, the same nigga that he squashed it with face to face, he sends somebody to do something to them. That's thug shit. That's pussy shit, bro. You pussy. And if you got a problem with what I'm saying, I'm around. I'll be out there soon where you at. That's the only place you're going to be stronger than me. But if you watch this, you see this shit, motherfucker look into this one eye I got left, they know what time it is. Look at his interviews, bro. Look at his eyes. That nigga's not no gangster. Don't do that to our culture no more. Because you got these young pussy niggas thinking they gangster. That nigga, I just did a story on St. Laz. Yo, Smurf, you was a live pussy. You might be gangster now because I see the way you respond to certain stuff. Because you were so immature for so long that you may be maturing into a gangster now. But your time in America, you wasn't gangster. You was a local thug, and if it wasn't for 50, niggas would not known you. I did my background checks all throughout New York City. I don't know about you getting money in no other boroughs. I don't know about you getting money with nobody else. I don't know about you letting your gun go nowhere else. And the whole shit with Jimmy Henchman, you was gonna do something. 100 niggas was gonna handle this nigga who shot me in the face before I got home. And he still run. Tired of y'all I'm gonna do niggas. Smurf, I respect you as a changed thug, and you may be maturing into gangster and grown man stuff. I commend you for all of your positive talk, because when dudes start coming out the woodworks, the niggas that was really up north with you, after that you've been speaking all positive, and I respect that. Don't lead these young niggas into, nigga, you know you ain't no gangster. You know you was a thug. Or you would have either handled them niggas face to face, or you would have left it as it was. You want to throw rocks and hide your hand. Nigga, you pussy, bro. You was pussy. That's it. That's it.
Nah, we gonna have to disagree with that one. You know what I mean?
I'm saying, as a man, you never been a real nigga. As a man, let me ask you, will you tell somebody you gonna do something and then send somebody to do something afterwards? Would you look me in my face as a man and tell me, yo, it's over? Because you don't want no one-on-one with me? I'm saying, yo, let's get these. Right. You like, nah, S, it ain't like that.
Right.
And then soon as you get your goons, you put them on me.
But I mean, you don't know the whole situation though.
It doesn't matter. Once you sit face to face with a person that you have my problem is with you, your problem is with me. And we face to face.
Right.
Gangster shit. Gangster shit. Ain't nothing but an opportunity in between us. Let's see who's the bigger man, the better gangster, whatever. I have had to say, brother, I can tell from across the yard you're a bigger. I can see that by how many you nigga on the bar like this, right? I'm over there talking to the people. Yo, how we gonna squash this shit? From the gate. Right. How we gonna But you got these fake tough niggas. Nah, bro, nah, because if we glorify that as gangsters, then whoever watching this shit is gonna think that shit is gangster. And respectfully, you don't even qualify to say who's a gangster or not. Only thing you can do is hear my story out and go on to the next topic. You're not built like that. Or I could put some shit in your car. You could go up north tonight, nigga. And then you tell me. Start talking some no trial, no night. He be up north tonight. I put some shit in his car.
Nah, I salute Smurf as a gangster, bro. Definitely.
Okay, I respect that. That's the lay mind. That's the lay mind. Smurf, you not no gangster. You know that. He just saying that because he got a platform. Nah.
It's just the stuff I heard. Like, I heard he's a stepper. He was ready to ride when the OGs was getting at 50. You know what I'm saying? He was holding it down. Majority of that shit, he was holding it down. You know what I mean? Listen to 50 verses. It's all about him.
But that's...
hanging out the sunroof. To light up your...
bunch of publicity stunt shit.
Yo, man.
A bunch of publicity stunt shit. Yo, a bunch of... Now, when you talking to the lay mind, to regular people, yeah, you can hang out the window and shoot up a bunch of cars and... Yo, listen, the nigga who did something with that whole situation, the person who did something behind that is dead. Is dead. And these niggas is still ready to do something.
Who's that?
Smurfing them.
No, who's that?
The nigga who did whatever to Jimmy's son, right?
Okay.
He's a dead man.
Right.
Maggot fool. Peace to his peoples. I don't mean no harm. I call my loved ones maggot fool. He's gone.
How you feel about Rod Diggs?
Rod Diggs, top 5 dead or alive.
Why is that?
Because he spared me.
He spared you.
First of all, yo, listen. I'm going to keep it. Yo, listen, y'all. Check it out. The first time I ever saw Rod Digger, right? I'm in Mar 4 Lower. I'm going to the mess hall. This is when they were still running Mar 4 Lower out to the mess hall. I'm with Kato from Brooklyn. I'm with KB. I'm with Chink from Brooklyn. I'm with KB. I'm with Booger. I'm with, who else was there? Jalal was there. But it was a bunch of Brooklyn dudes. And I see the dude, I see a light-skinned, tall, like light brown nigga, specs on, Coogee with the brolic shine on. Now at the time, y'all, I'm ST, like I'm a chain snatching ass nigga at the time. I'm a teenager, that's my thing. And I used to play the back of the line. Either I played the back of the line or the middle of the line, and I always had one person in front of me and 2 people in behind me. So at this time, the first time I see Rod Digger, I got a dude from Staten Island named Jamaica in front of me. I got a dude named Poppy from Staten Island directly behind me, and then I got Ronell Wilson right behind him. Then I had another nigga too. But we, mind you, yo, we all nondescripts at the time. My name is not even ST. My name is SI at the time, because they just calling me SI. And they calling me S for short. They just calling me S. You know what I'm saying? I'm going with whatever name is whatever y'all want to call me. Just is we finished or is we done? Put some respect on it. Whatever, whatever they wanted to call me.
Right.
So I see Diggs, right? We coming down the corridor. They on this side. I go from in between the niggas I'm with and go up to KB because I'm really KB, ABG. We got ABG and we got Crime Family down there at the time. That's Jalal and Chink and all them, Crime Family. And Kato, a.k.a. KB, that's ABG. And they letting me live at the time. I'm blood. They letting me live down there with them. I'm the first blood they let live in. So anyway, I see a chain. I don't even see Rod Digger. I don't know who he is. I just see a flashy, flamboyant, smooth, light-skinned nigga with the specs on and the brolic hurt. So I tell KB, I'm like, yo, I'm about to yap that nigga. Nigga, KB said, what? Nigga, you bugging. That's Rod Digger. Gonna yap that nigga ass, you bugging. I said, yo, I got this. He said, yo, S, get the fuck to the back of the line. You understand what I'm saying? Get back where you was just at. So then, cause on appearances, Rod Digger is the type of dude that I was back then. I had 2 eyes. I used to wear specs. You would have thought this dude is no homo. This dude's a handsome brother. You would have thought it was a game, but this dude really get busy. Like, get busy. And I ain't know. I just was judging a book by a cover. And at the time, I was trying to get a name so bad that I was just banging. I was banging. So whoever had a brolic shine, I yap you and find out whatever after the fact. But that would have been a perilous journey to go on. Because them bloods would have been, whoo, they was already beating the shit out of me all the time. I ain't know nothing. I was blood. I ain't know nothing, bro. I ain't know nothing. Back in them days when they was G-checking people. But what helped me is I found out that according to East Coast blood rules, at a certain point, a person couldn't G-check you unless they were your big homie. And when I found that out, I ain't need to learn nothing else. Because my big homies never existed. I ain't have no big homies, you know what I'm saying? I turned myself blood. Anybody who I even considered turning blood over, anybody who I considered turning blood under, they died during the work we was putting in. So I ain't have nobody to come home under. I just had to wing this shit. And what I didn't know, I had to learn it the hard way.
Right.
And I wasn't coming home under nobody because I was not a real blood, straight up. I was just living by real rules. I lived it to the best of my ability, but I wasn't official. Simple as that. So Diggs, so now, boom. Diggs, listen, this is gangster, you hear me? Diggs is in the box, right? He's supposed to be in his cell 23 hours a day. Rod Digger is working on a visit floor on C-74, him and Brazy. Now, Brazy is hitting like a grown mule, not even a grown man. This nigga hit so hard. One time I seen him cock his arm on the COs. I had too much blood to boof. He said, yo, I was going to boof that shit. I was going to stuff it. That nigga said, yo, that's crazy. He said, don't stuff that shit, nigga. That's too much. And, and the nigga Rod Digger gave me the same look, and then Crazy, I looked at the COs, and Crazy looked at the COs. Brazy looked at the Brazo looked at the COs and cocked his arm on them. Nigga cocked that shit, and held it like this. Yo, backed the whole visit floor off. I walked with that shit in my hand. You hear me? But look at, so this is, see, Rod Digger was he know how to move a crowd. Digger, if he tell you something is what it is, that's what it is until you die. You don't have to question that. You understand what I'm saying? You don't have to look over your shoulder, none of that. That man tell you what it is, you hear me? Even if he don't touch, whatever, you know that you can live and die on what that man said. That's gangster. That's gangster. You hear me? That man found out. Now, mind you, y'all, I'm running around. I'm claiming blood. I don't know shit. I'm trying to find out what I could find out. I'm not even going to get into what set I was. Altogether, I claimed 2 sets in my whole claiming the blood shot. I claimed 2 sets, but I ain't going to get into what sets I was claiming or whatever. But other than Big 9 Trey shit, you know I got to say that. But other than that, I ain't gonna get into the other set I was claiming. But I was trying to find out. I was trying to learn, but I was following the rules of what West Coast Bloods is supposed to do. And long story short, them niggas jumped me. I think it was in 3 Upper, and Rod Digger and Brazy put the whole house on 5 Love behind jumping me. He put the whole house on 5 Love behind jumping me. I couldn't stay in that house. They smoked me up out of there.
Explain what that is.
So 5 Love is, I don't even know if it still exists, but that's a demotion from being an actual gang member. That's a probationary phase. So usually people go through that on their way to becoming a Blood. You on 5 Love. Like you just learning. Then now if you Blood and you violate, they put you on 5 Love. You're not one of us no more. You still affiliated. Calm down and learn what you need to learn. Get yourself together. It's a punishment. You're not even a homie right now. You just you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So they put a whole crib on 5 Love behind jumping me. You know what I'm saying? Because the reason they jumped me is because in that house, Bloods was paying Bloods rent. And I can't live in no house where Bloods is paying Bloods rent because I'm a fake Blood. If real Bloods is paying rent, imagine what the fuck they gonna do to me.
Right.
I ain't staying in there.
Right.
If the real rights is getting treated real wrong, I ain't got no business staying in there, and I'm not staying in there. I'm out of there, yo. They smoked my ass up out of there. Man, hit me with all type of chairs. But I put my work in. I was putting work in.
Right.
And then when they did me right. They straightened me out. And then when I got in between that A and B gate, took a doodle right into my hand, right in between the A and B gates. That's like in between before you go into the actual housing unit. I sat right there, doodled in my hand. Pulled out the scalpel. Said, y'all niggas ain't no more jumping me. I got me out of there. If that CEO let me back in here, I'm gonna bust y'all niggas open like some Franks that balled too long. That's it. Y'all jumped me. Y'all ran me out of there. Y'all let them put me back in that cell. When I come back out, woo! So they sent me to 5 Upper. And then Digger and I was cool ever since then. I look out for Digger. I come off the floor, hit him with some butt, but I fuck with Digger. I fuck with him. I fuck with Crazo too. God, I heard that Crazo died. God bless his dead. But I had ran into him in Schenectady, New York, when I came home. Both of us came home, and we broke a little bit of bread up in Schenectady together.
Okay.
Rest in peace to the big homies. Big blood shit. Y'all already know that, man.
How about SI? Any interaction with SI?
Never had any personal interaction with SI. The most I can say is I have impersonated him by default.
Break that down.
So once you're from Staten Island, people just start calling you SI.
Right.
And at one point, I was putting in pain. And people was calling me SI because my name is ST. So they like, yo, S. And then they just put an I on it. Some people put an I on it. But I already knew it was better for them to think that I was him than for them to think that I was me.
Right.
Rest in peace to the big homie. Big non-Trey shit. Rest in peace. Big up to his wife, too. Big up to his widow. God bless you. Stay strong. Stay thicker than cold grits. I see you.
Oh, one more gangster. Boxing bar.
Yo, now listen. Boxing bar is before my time, right?
He is?
Yeah, to the best of my knowledge. Now I bid it with him.
Right.
I bid it with him. But this is beyond my scope. You heard what the man first name is? What's his first name?
Boxing?
That's it. You don't want that. That nigga first name is Boxing.
Right.
Now, the boxing dudes, you know, I done heard about them, this and that. I was just watching a story on, they was talking about something the other day. But yeah, he's official. I ain't never heard nothing bad about him. Because when a person's name starts with Boxing, that lets you know he earned his with these.
Right.
You gotta respect that.
Right.
That ain't no, yo, boom, and I ain't never gotta worry about you again. That's no, nigga, you put these on him and he come back tomorrow. And yeah, back in these days, you gonna fight until either you win one, nigga might throw the fight, he whooped you so many times.
Right.
He just tired of it. But that was a different, see, dudes with names like that attached to them, they're beyond reproof. They're beyond question.
Right.
Because they come from a golden era. And if they not from a golden era, they upheld a golden tradition.
Right.
Boxing. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I know a dude, rest in peace to Sean Dell. He brought Payback Crip to Staten Island and tried to teach his little homies to punch bullets.
Mm.
You hear me? Fist fights and lame scuffles he was pumping. And them young bloods, you hear me? They was rooting and tooting and shooting like Yosemite Sam. Chip off the old block, a clip off, and more shots.
Mm.
You hear me? And he talking about, no, we gonna fight. You heard what's the first thing I said about him, right? What was the first thing I said?
You brought...
No, rest in peace.
Rest in... Gotcha.
That's the first thing I said about him, per se. Rest in peace. He tried to teach them young brothers to punch, catching bullets with your teeth. Nigga, please. Right. Allegedly. It's a scene that was so horrific. It was like the cross, and it was like a cross in between a crane falling and maybe some sloppy demolition. Because they said that this dude got hit so many times with something of an AK caliber, something like that, that the spot where he was at on the floor looked like a jackhammer had tore the cement up. The way somebody just stood over him and just gave him all of it. And this is when banana clips would make the monkey stumble. Right? So what they call the extendo now, I've been making them shits from scratch way before. I did more than a decade in prison, and when I came home, I seen that everybody else had just caught up to me. Now I'm running backwards. I'm lapping them. They think that they catching up in front of me. And another one, and another one, and another one. I'm lapping these niggas. I'm lapping them. Benjamin Button. Take this shirt off. Ladies, I got a 6-pack. I'm working on 8. I never had that in my 20s. Woo!
Now, tell me about West Brighton, because I know you're from that area in Staten Island. When you was active back then, right, how much of a control did you have over that area?
Body Brighton. Y'all already know. He said West Brighton. I'm talking about the body on the brink of slaughterhouse. This is an internal debate within me that y'all need to understand. They say home is where the heart is. And I claimed West Brighton for years. Because when Hitman was looking for me to kill me, niggas from Park Hill ran from me. My loved ones, dudes I grew up with, kicked the can, red light, green light. That money was on my head, niggas ran from me, make it hot. Niggas won't even stand next to you. Big up the meth. Biggie Smalls, the great B.I.G. said the only person that ever bodied him on a song was meth. And that same song right there. Right? So niggas wouldn't stand next to me, but West Brighton, Body Brighton. I seen them dudes running toward me with a confused look on their face. Who the fuck is looking for you, S? Niggas is looking for you? Where they at? I can assure you, that when the word came down from the hitmen and hitmen was being sent from other countries because they couldn't find nobody from Staten Island to take my job, none of they hitters would kill S. None of they hitters would kill S. They hitters was telling them, if y'all kill that nigga S, we coming for y'all. They had to outsource people from other countries to come get rid of me. I sent them niggas back in boxes, allegedly.
Allegedly.
But them West Brighton dudes, they roll with me, they clung to me, they say home is where the heart is. You know what I'm saying? ST is from Park Hill. But whether y'all like it or not, S is from the West. S is from the West. All right? According to the dudes who know, the young brothers who run that shit, I am the only person in the history of Staten Island to unite West Brighton Projects and the Markham Homes. We was all one, y'all. Y'all remember that? It was a golden age. We didn't even know we was living through a platinum age, y'all. You understand what I'm saying? I had no idea at the time that allegedly my work was coming from Nori. I had no idea. Only thing I knew that it was a unit of dudes running around said that they was murdering shit. Allegedly. I said, that's the type of unit I need to get with. I could get jiggy with that like Will Smith in his prime. And so I signed up, freelance my talent that way as well, allegedly. And I showed my narrow behind. Y'all know what time it is. I'm still here with a blunt in the beer, holding a rifle like I'm hunting deers. Still here. Still here.
It seems like after so many years, you telling certain stories brings back a lot of emotion. I can see it. It seems like you haven't shaked those emotions.
I just met him recently. See, what people don't understand, and I need y'all to fully understand this about me. I see in the comments y'all talk about no remorse and this and that. You sound like a clown. Every time one of y'all mentions something to the nature of, oh, he just another nigga that wants somebody to put. Yo, it sound like when you say something like I'm asking somebody to put me on, to me, it sounds like you moaning with these dudes in your behind hole at that moment. That's what I hear in those comments. Like these dudes is gutting you at the moment that you make that comment. Either that or you so slow that you can't comprehend what I'm saying. Nobody could ever stop ST from being who he wants to be. You watching this now. You commenting on my stuff now. Stop sucking dick and leave some meaningful comments. What was that you just asked me, bro?
No, I was saying like how the emotions, you never seem to shake
Okay,
the
so
emotions.
this is the thing which I need to understand. Until about 2000 and I want to say 15, y'all. I don't care what I put you through, I was not sorry. Do you understand that? 15, 16, 17, like around maybe even 2013 is the first time I even considered being sorry. Now, I was apologetic in my mind. I knew what I was doing was wrong, remorseful. I knew all of that in my mind. These are thoughts. These are things but as far as the heart goes, I was not sorry, bro. I was not sorry, y'all. I knew what I was doing was wrong, but in my heart, I don't care what I did to you or what I subjected you to. I did not know the feeling of sorrow. I didn't know it, y'all, and didn't want to.
No, go ahead.
And now I do. And y'all need to understand that I'm doing my best to be a real man, but at my best right now, I'm a sorry-ass man. But I'd rather be a sorry man than a real nigga, and I'm working on it. I am sorry now, y'all. It may be too little, too late, whatever the case may be, but the fact of the matter is, I understand what sorrow is now, and I'm a sorry man. If I harmed you, hurt you in any way, listen, y'all, I am sorry. Y'all need to understand that I'm sorry, for real. Like, sorry. Word.
When you were active, no woman, no kids. Did you go by that?
No, what?
No woman, no kids.
Oh, no, kill them all. Let God sort them out.
And where did you get this mentality from? Like, based on what?
Watch too many movies. Nigga watch way too many movies, y'all. Nigga seen City of God, The Runts. Had me, woo! Hold on now. Wait a minute.
No, on a serious note.
I'm as serious as a heart attack. I can't get no more serious than this, y'all. Hold on. No women and no children. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all see this? I got pain on my face. A woman stabbed me in my face. Stabbed me in my face. I don't play that, Joe. I'm an equal opportunity.
Wait, what was that situation?
Huh?
What was that situation?
Nothing different. Nothing. There's nothing different.
She just walked up to you and stabbed you?
Been in that position before. Grandmom crib. D's knocking at the front door. Regular shit. Regular shit. She was a bush bitch to be exact. African. You hear me? Came over here. She couldn't get a one-on-one in junior high school from none of the brothers, none of the niggas. We had to jump her. You hear me? Had to jump that bitch. She couldn't get a one-on. You hear me?
Right.
Might devastate your whole career. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So as we got older, you know, I'm a young adult now. She can't pull none of them shits, but she's still tough. She's still tough. And you know, bitch stabbed me in my face, man. I snatched her chain. Y'all. And she stabbed me in the face.
Have you heard the perfect rap album?
So this is the thing, right? I'm glad you asked me that. I watch your show, bro. And I sit here and I watch the level of incompetency. You hear me? The level of just straight lack of comprehension in the simplicity of the question. Almost every person you ask say, oh, nah, I can't tell you about a perfect album. And then they tell you about a perfect album right after they say they can't. Yo, America, our culture, stop putting can't in our vocabulary. Get rid of that, because you could do it. You say you can't do it, then you turn around and do it. That makes you a liar. That makes you a buffoon. You don't understand what's coming out of your mouth. So what I was raised by from dudes like King Just, who came on here and told you that he couldn't tell you a perfect album and then told you perfect albums, right? In Staten Island, a perfect album, and in the Bronx, and in Castle Hill, had to be something that you can listen to from cover to cover. It was no need for you to hit the skip button or fast forward when there was tapes, right? So it's different perfect albums. If you talking about trap money, getting money, you could go to Jeezy 101. That's a perfect album if you getting money. If you want cultural awakening, you could go to, as far as you could go to Jeezy, the Recession. That's gonna put you, if you just really study that, right? If you want to go to like group rap, you're gonna go to Into the 36 Chambers. You can listen to that from cover to cover with no problem. Hit the highway with it. You understand what I'm saying? You could listen to Illmatic. Is a perfect album. T.I. got a couple of perfect albums. Luda.
Now, here's a problem. and it's going back to what you said in the beginning. Why nobody, including you, can't just pick one album, one perfect rap album?
I can tell you this.
Give me one perfect rap album.
I just gave you 3.
I didn't want 3. The perfect rap album.
Now this right here, if you saying the perfect or a perfect?
The perfect rap album. The perfect rap album.
It's a bunch of them, bro. It's a bunch of them. It's a bunch of that is the perfect album. It's a bunch of them, bro.
Okay, Infamous, the perfect rap album. By Mobb Deep, the perfect rap album.
Yes. I can go with so many. Let me think if for me, I'm never gonna say one. It's it for me. I don't know about nobody else because see what y'all gotta understand is that I am hip hop culture. I am hip hop culture, rap culture, and gangster rap. That's what I am. Y'all are rocking to my life. So when he asks me a question like this, yo, I am the fucking authority. I'm the authority. All of that shit them niggas be talking about, I'm representing the niggas who live it. They cannot live it if they talking about it, y'all. Especially not in the 90s. These new dudes, they got a little bit of leeway with it or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, my era, niggas had to stop doing that stuff to talk about it, period.
But what about Shine and Beans? Like, those are real gangster rappers.
And I can tell you one thing's for sure and two things for certain. They tucked that shit and shut the fuck up. And when it was time to get that rap money, they stopped busting their guns.
No.
Beans, man. Bro, don't do that with me, nigga. I'm a alleged killer. Don't do that with me. Beans. These niggas, bruh, if them niggas was on tour making millions of dollars, they was not keeping it gangster. Don't do that to me, brother. Please.
Beans was shooting while he was signed. He was shooting. Bro, he was a stepper while he was signed.
Then that was some thug shit. That wasn't gangster.
That's gangster.
No, that's not, bro. You don't get to say that to me neither until you do some time. Matter of fact, let me see your butthole, nigga. Right now, let me see your butthole. Other than that, don't tell me what's gangster. That's what gangsters got to do in New York. They got to show their asshole on the visit. That's what gangsters got to do in New York. Even this dude doing this interview is a sideliner. He's a fucking spectator. Nigga he ain't been out there like that. Listen, I'm giving y'all my life. I had to live that shit. When I heard niggas talking about real shit, I went out there and did it, y'all. Allegedly. I went out there and did it. This is my life. I lost my eye to it. I lost my best friends to it. Yo, I'm not here to fucking, when I say something, while I'm here, they could talk that shit when I leave. What I say is the law because I had to live it, y'all, and I chose to live it. Not be a commentator on the side. I chose to live this, y'all. I had money. I had bitches. I always had a whole selection. I chose to live this life, y'all. So when I come here to talk to y'all, I'm telling you, what I say is the authority. I'm not trying to hear nothing else. Because nobody else ain't go back there and shoot a nigga back 6 feet. I'ma catch you real brutal. Make sure I snap your neck too. Nobody else wasn't even attempting to do that. They just was listening to it. So once I start talking, I don't want to hear no back and forth from none of y'all in the comments or none of that. I don't want to hear no back and forth. I want to hear, give me an S. S, you got your S, you got your S. Give me a T. T, you got your T. I want to hear cheerleading. I don't want no back and forth. This is my life, y'all.
Yeah. All right. I mean,
you shooting when you have millions of dollars and a whole bunch of people that you can get out of the hood. If you still out there shooting and you have millions of dollar deals in your lap, that is not gangster, y'all. That is thug, baboon, dumb shit. Gangsters don't do that. They get chubby and move to Miami, all right? We not going to sit here and say thug shit. We going to straighten this shit out from somebody who lived it, y'all. That's thug shit. That's sucker shit. Gangsters think. We not going to keep putting gangster on shit that's not gangster. I'm not saying Beans is not a gangster. But I'm saying if he was running around shooting and it wasn't in defense of his life,
That's what it was about.
Well, then that right there could be gangster, and that's
same
not
thing
some.
with Shine.
That's not stepping. That's some Shine. And I was locked up with Shine. I spoke to Shine about this shit in the pens. You understand? I spoke to him about it. I'm really not gonna get too deep into the Shine situation, but from what I understand, that was pride, my brother.
Okay.
Wasn't nobody trying to kill them.
Right.
Unless somebody's advancing on your life, when you have millions of dollars at stake and you have change in the grasp of your hand and you run around and you letting your thing fly for anything other than to protect your life and the people that's around you, my brother, that is not gangster. When I'm around, please don't say no shit like that, because little niggas will listen to us and go get killed being stupid ass thugs. You hear me? Gangsters think, nah, nigga, I'm too valuable. If you in that position, it's always going to be somebody that you don't have to tell shit. That is their nature. They going to do that. That's gangster. You don't even got to tell them no shit like that. You got to tell them not to do it. That's gangster.
Okay.
You too valuable to be... That's not gangster, my brother. That's not gangster. And when we mislead the youth, we can't do that. Not on my watch, bro. If you in position, y'all, to get your peoples out of the circumstances they in, and you the golden goose, act like it. Act like it. Please, value yourself. Don't squander yourself and wait till you mad old to be getting your money that you could have been getting when you was young. Please, y'all. That type of shit ain't gangster. And if it was, niggas would still be doing it now.
Okay.
On my mind.